Call to order. This is the regularly scheduled Sunshine Ordinance Task Force Complaint Committee meeting. I am Acting Chair James Kneber. To my right is Member Doyle Johnson. Chris, can you call the roll, please?
Member Goldman excused. Member Johnson.
Here.
Member Johnson present. Member Kneber.
Here.
Member Kneber present. Mr. Chair, there is a quorum.
Thank you. Is there any agenda changes? Chris?
There are no agenda changes, Mr. Chair.
Member Johnson? No agenda changes? All right, could we call the first item?
Item number 1 is the approval of minutes of April 14, 2009.
Do you have any?
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
I second that. Can we call the roll? Oh, can we have public comment on the agenda, on approval of the agenda from last meeting? Seeing none, can we call the...
On the approval of the minutes, Member Kneber, sorry, I'll have to call you last. Member Johnson?
Aye.
Member Johnson, aye. Member Goldman excused. Member Kneber?
Aye.
Member Kneber, aye. Mr. Chair, there are 2 ayes.
Great. Moving on, can we call the second item?
Item number 2 is the determination of jurisdiction on complaint filed by Anonymous against the MTA for failure to provide meeting information and making online access difficult.
Do we have a representative for Anonymous here? I just want to remind you of our procedures. You have 5 minutes to present your case. The respondent from the city will have 5 minutes to respond. This is the complaint committee meeting. It is not about we're not here to decide the merits of your case, just to decide if it is within the jurisdiction of the Sunshine Ordinance Task Force. Okay, proceed.
Yes, my name is Barry Toronto. I'm a member of the public and an activist in the taxi industry, an advocate as well. I attend the MTA meetings on a regular basis. Mainly started when I got involved with parking and traffic issues. And I noticed when they merged the Parking and Traffic Commission with the MTA, it became harder and harder to get documents and to review documents. And then the Taxi Commission has now been merged, been folded into the MTA, and it's even more difficult to get access to documents and information. And the reason I bring this complaint is because I had met the Commission Secretary, Ms. Roberta Boomer, at the last Taxi Commission meeting at the end of February. And I informed her there had been problems with the receptionist at the front desk in getting access to the agenda packets for the MTA. She said she would speak to the staff about that issue. However, when I filed the complaint, I believe a month and a half ago, I went upstairs to the 7th floor after attending a taxi town hall meeting below in the same building. You already have enough trouble getting into the building because of the security, and then you go to the 7th floor and you have even more gatekeepers. And you make a kind request to see the documents for the meeting, the Board of Directors packet for the MTA Board of Directors meeting, and all you do is get a wall. I was given a wall. The woman who was there claimed that she didn't know anything about it because the other woman was not there. Ms. Boomer had assured me at that last Taxi Commission meeting that she would deal with it and make sure there would be no problem. Of course, the documents that were submitted on behalf of the respondent were correct. I got upset. I got upset because this recalls a chilling effect, that when you make it difficult for people to get documents. Now, she did have to call someone to verify what she could give me, but however, that is not supposed to be the case. When I went to the Taxi Commission office, 25 NS, the documents were sitting on the counter, and all you had to do is inform them, let them know, I'm going to look at the packet. So you sit down and you look at the packet. There is no packet to look at. It's all hidden away. I use the word loosely. Hidden away in a drawer behind the counter. And she wasn't even sure, her name was Roberta, what to give me. Yes, I got upset. I got upset because this is not the way the public's right to know. This is not the way that the Freedom of Information Act works, and especially in terms of the Sunshine Ordinance, because the fact that they don't have the packet at the meeting. They do not have a binder like you have. You have a binder, and then you have the laws. here on the table that anyone can look at. They do not do that. And I believe they don't have to, but they have to make it at least accessible and easy. Yes, they have something online, which goes to the next step. Okay, you go online and you go to the agenda. Okay, she explained that in her email and her response. However, it's not as easy because in the meeting that I was trying to look at information recently about taxi issues, there were over 780 pages. How am I going to be able to find anything? Previously, months ago, they used to actually separate the items. These are the different items, the links to the different items. They don't do that anymore. There aren't separate links. And then when you go to that particular link, and on the top of the page, it says, this is for agenda item number. It's blank. They do not actually designate what item number this is for on the agenda. And it becomes more difficult. So if they're not really trying to make it difficult for the public or interested persons to be able to actually find something easily and be able to respond in a timely manner, they're not doing a good job of it. They're not making it easy for us. So I think I'm not going to make any excuses about being upset because of the fact that they do not make it easy for you. They should be more than willing, considering that they have a $779 million budget, considering how much staff they have, considering that their job is to serve the public and to provide public transportation and public services. Do you think that they would at least overwhelmingly bend over backwards? Now Jamie Politz, who used to work at the Taxi Commission, came out, immediately found the documents right away and made it readily available. But the woman sitting at the desk, now I know she had a job to do, but apparently she had not been briefed or been told immediately to just give the packet. She claimed I said I need to look at the budget report from yesterday's meeting. Okay. And so her synopsis to me was inaccurate.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Are there any other parties wishing to show facts and evidence for the complainant? Seeing none, do you have a representative from the city to respond? You have 5 minutes.
Thank you. My name is Roberta Boomer. I'm the secretary to the SFMTA Board of Directors and Parking Authority Commission, and I actually appreciate the time today. After talking with Mr. Rushnam, I realized that the purpose of this committee is to determine whether or not there is jurisdiction and not to try the actual merits. And so I appreciate his input, and I apologize in advance because I actually do not dispute that you have jurisdiction. You clearly do have jurisdiction in this case, and so I do object to and have a dispute with the actual allegations because since 1999 we have gone above and beyond. I had a personal commitment to put all calendar items, every item that is presented to the MTA Board of Directors that is not confidential, make it available online. I was one of the first city departments to do that. Not only do we make it online and accessible for people who use vision as their primary means to access information. The documents are available for people who have vision, who are vision impaired. This takes a lot of time and a lot of effort on behalf of staff, but because we are committed to making the documents widely available, we do take that time. So I do object to the allegations themselves, but not to the fact that you have jurisdiction in this matter. So we will proceed to the full task force committee meeting, and I appreciate your time today.
Thank you. Is there anybody else wishing to present facts and evidence on behalf of the city? Seeing none, the matter is with the task force. Do you have any questions?
I move we find jurisdiction.
Okay. Well, we're going to give 3 minutes. The city, would you like 3 minutes to rebut? Okay. So you move. I second the motion to find jurisdiction. Let's have public comment. No public comment. Chris, can you call the vote?
On jurisdiction, Member Johnson.
Aye.
Member Johnson, aye. Member Goldman. Member Goldman, excuse. Member Knebber.
Aye.
Member Knebber, aye. Mr. Chair, we have 2 ayes.
Thank you. Can we call the next item?
Item number 3 is the Administrator's Report. Mr. Chair, I have no more information to add than what's in the packet.
Okay. Motion.
Motion to approve.
Second. Chris. Any public comment on the administrator's report? Seeing none, Chris, can you call?
Item number 4 is public comment on items not listed on the agenda.
Is there any public comment? Seeing none?
Item number 5 is announcements, comments, questions, and future agenda items from committee members.
Anything to add? Anything? Seeing as there's none, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second that.
With the rising vote, we're adjourned.